Hello, welcome friend, my name is Annika and this is day 5 of MerMay, which is actually inspired by the 10-minute challenge I did on my channel previous. And if you haven't seen that video, I suggest that you go check it out if you want. I will have a link in the description and in a card if you want to see that. So I basically took the inspiration from that card and sketched out a new one. And I thought it would be fun to actually show you what I could do without a time limitation with the same basic concept. So this is what I made. I did change a few things, but I think overall it's kind of has that essence at least. Obviously I did color in the background and all that, but yeah, I like how it turned out. And instead of a fish that she's reaching out for, it's a frog. And I thought that would be kind of cute. I did end up adding the fish under her other hand, and I think it's cute, but I did kind of mess up the coloring of that. I should have picked some other colors, but overall I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It's really bright and colorful, and it's maybe too much, but sometimes it's fun to play with that. And I mean, fishes, especially tropical fishes, are really over top when it comes to coloring. So yeah, it's fun to experiment with some colors that you might not do otherwise. And as for the background, I was going to try something a little different with this wave pattern. It ended up looking more like she was laying on top of the water on the waves, so it didn't make any sense. So I actually go over with a gradient later, but I think it actually was a good choice anyway, because it shows through the gradient and I like the way that looked, so it was a good choice. If you don't know what MerMay is, it's actually a pretty new thing. I think this was the second year it's been going on, and it was created by Tom Bancroft, and you basically draw a mermaid every day in May, and it's really fun to do. I actually finished 22 in the month of May, and then I have one more, and I will show all my cards in the end. I could have done more, but time, and I actually have a lot of ideas for mermaids, and I will actually do more, but I will do other things in between, but actually really love making mermaids, and kind of want to experiment more with mermaids, because there's an endless possibility of what kind of mermaids you can do, because there's so many different species of fish in the sea that there's an endless possibility of doing different kinds of mermaids. So I find that really interesting and fun, a fun idea to try and make different kinds of mermaids as much as possible. And yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but I will have links to Tom's social media in the description if you want to check that out. He actually did a story for MerMay, and it was really fun to see, and that's a fun concept and idea. And Art a la carte here on YouTube also did something similar, and that was also really interesting to see and fun, and you should definitely check that out. I don't think I've watched the final live stream with the final finale picture yet. I will do that soon, but you should definitely go check Art a la carte Valerie's MerMay pieces out. And I found a lot of new people on Instagram that I follow thanks to MerMay. But the thing about doing a monthly challenge like this, or any 30-day challenge, is that you kind of burn yourself out if you go into hard. It's really easy to, at least for me, it was the same after Inktober. After that, I barely did anything in November, so it's easy to burn yourself out if you're not careful. But I do have a lot of ideas still, so I hope to get back to drawing mermaids again soon. And I also wanted to do more watercolors for MerMay, but I ended up making most of them Copic drawings because when you have the time limitation, it's easier to go to those materials that are a little quicker, and the watercolors need more time and planning. I actually did 2 pieces, day 2 and 3, and I really love how those turned out. So I don't know if I can talk about every single mermaid. Yeah, I did a Ewok mermaid for Star Wars Day. So I tried really hard to variate my mermaids as best I could. I think they're connected through my style, but I really like that I kind of tried different kinds of mermaids throughout the month. And as I mentioned before, there's so many different kinds of species of fishes, that it's so fun to try and combine those into mermaids. I even made some mechanical mermaids, because that's fun too. I am really happy that I participated in MerMay, and I hope to do so next year as well. The month of June is another challenge with this unicorn, which I would like to do at least some for, but I haven't done any yet. But hopefully I can squeeze in a unicorn at some point. I don't know if this voiceover makes any sense, but I hope you got something out of it. And thank you very much for watching. Hej då!